I'd always believed in something greater. I've always given thanks. I didn't know to who or what, but I knew that we have a lot to be thankful for. But I never followed God or really cared about what He had to say. And throughout life, I always had, these crazy Christians coming up and telling me their Jesus story that had nothing to do with them or that story or anybody like that. But I graduated from college and took a job with a corporation, and I got moved out to Columbia, South Carolina. And when I got to South Carolina, all of a sudden it was just me. No influences, no nothing. And I really got to learn a lot about myself. And society is telling me, hey, you got a good job, you've got a place to live, you've got some money for the first time. And so I, kind of started living it up. And I had everything that as a 22-year-old that you'd think I should have to be happy. I had the car and the job and everything I just talked about, but there was this void. There was this unfulfillment. Then I woke up every morning thinking, this has got to be more than this. I look back now, and it was a blessing that I was in South Carolina, because if I wasn't there, I wouldn't have gotten the opportunity to move to Atlanta. And that's when God brought the first person into my life. I got a promotion, and I had more money I know what to do with. And everyone around me is telling you, hey, live it up. You're young. You've got it. So I moved down to Buckhead, right? Where supposedly all my answers, or all my questions were going to be answered. And once again, more unfulfillment, more dissatisfaction. The void just got deeper and deeper. And as soon as we stop and just look around and end all the craziness that we get into from work and job and the kids, if you have some running around, you realize that something's wrong, something's different. And I was sharing this with my buddy that I grew up with, and he said that he had a friend that he went to college with. Kid's name was Justin, that I should give a call to. So I did, and we met for lunch, and I was so happy because it was the first time since I moved from home that I actually met someone that I had a lot in common with. Well, halfway through lunch, he starts talking about Jesus, and I'm like, oh no, another one of these guys. And I reluctantly listen, and he gets me into lunch with one of the lead pastors at a nearby church. So I go and have lunch, and I don't remember really what was talked about during lunch, but I remember the guy's name was Matt Ballard. Matt asked me what I wanted with my life, and I replied, I want to do something big. He's like, well, what do you mean by that? And I was like, I don't know what that meant. I had no idea what that meant, but I remember he invited me to church, and I didn't want to go, but I showed up, and that's where it all changed. I experienced God that day, and this is the man that spoke the world into existence, and when he talks to you, you hear him. And I heard him that day, and it's just when you walk outside in the morning, you know it's cold because you can feel it. And I knew he was there. I could feel him. The word Jesus has never left my lips in my life. And I'm on my knees. I don't know a lick about Christianity, and I'm looking up and I'm saying, help me figure out what's going on. Give me some truth. Give me some knowledge. Fill me with the Holy Spirit. Help me out here, because I know that something's going on. This is what I've been looking for. This is the end of this disappointment, and I knew it just like that. And everything changed from there on out. I haven't had this feeling, this void anymore since that moment. I haven't had any of this disappointment that I lived with for so long. But he came in, and he changed everything that I ever thought about this world. I didn't leave church that day believing in God. I left church that day knowing he was real. And when I think back to when Matt asked me, what do you want out of life? And I replied without hesitation to do big things, even though I had no idea what that meant. I know now. Because what's bigger than trying to save somebody's life? Because I want people to experience what I experienced. Because there's nothing like it.